Hi everyone, it's Margaret here with 60 and Me. I have a fun video for you today. I want you to sit down, get a cup of tea or coffee, and just be with me during this video because it's going to be based on a game that I play with my grandkids. Would you rather? Now, I've been using this game to get information from them and just learn more about their personalities and just kind of without being too overwhelming, like directly with questions, pointing at their personality from different angles. And when I was doing this with them, I was realizing it's a great exercise for people of any age because when you get older, I think you start to be very solidified in your passions, the things that you choose, either or. And I've been playing with this on our 60andMe YouTube channel, and it's been really fun to see some of the comments that have come from very simple choices. Would you prefer to do this or this? Would you rather have this or this? So I'm going to sit here for a few minutes and just read out some questions for you to think about. And I think the best way to do this is just for me to say, would you rather, and then say the two options. Wait for a second so you can think what your answer would be, and then say what my answer would be. Okay, let's see if this works. I don't know if it will. It may be very boring, but we'll try it because I think some of it's, and this is random because I've got these little questions that I put on pieces of paper, and every time they come over, we sit down and we have one, little chance to ask 3 or 4 questions, and it's fun, and then we discuss it. It's cool. So anywho, the first question that comes up is, do you prefer summer or winter? Okay, I don't know how many people will say what I'm going to say, but I actually prefer winter. And I consider winter to be like autumn and winter. So almost, the kind of cool months, because I really, really like bundling up. I used to really love the heat, but now I would say, I'd say winter. Do you prefer painting or drawing as a something to look at? A painting or a drawing? Or I suppose it could be, do you like painting or drawing? Okay, so for me, it would be drawing. I'm not a painter. And even when I think photography is one of my passions, and I think that's closest, I don't know, but I would prefer as a drawing. I like to draw. Brushes, pens, that would be my thing. Oh, would you rather ride a bicycle or a motorcycle? Anyone? Okay, sorry. For me, it's got to be bike. I've got to be a bicycle. I actually have ridden on the back of motorcycles, but I would never want to ride a motorcycle. Do you prefer hiking or jogging? Okay, easy one for me. It would be hiking because I'm not a jogger, and I wouldn't say hiking like with ropes and going up very, very high mountains, but I would say it's hiking. Would you rather visit a zoo or an aquarium? Well, I know the answer for me. Anybody else? Zoo or aquarium? I actually don't like either of them, to be honest, but I think if I had to choose, I would choose aquarium because I think that fish are kind of in their natural environment when they're in the water, and they don't particularly know whether they're in Pacific, Bali, or whether they're in a river in Europe. And that's like not so bad for them. But zoos, I really have trouble with. I have trouble with animals being kept in cages. And I know in Detroit, when I lived in Detroit, they had a really cool zoo idea because they had, as zoo ideas go, they had a flat place where the animals were. Then they had like very, very deep ditches, very wide, that the animals couldn't go down and up again. They couldn't escape, but they weren't in cages. It was really cool. Has anybody else got a zoo near them that's like that? I thought that was very, very cool. Okay, this is a really tricky one. Would you rather lose your ability to speak or hear? That's hard. Well, given that speaking is my world and that's what I do, oh my gosh. I guess I would have to, oh my goodness. I think I would have to say speak for me personally, but I think if I wasn't doing this as my work, talking to you guys, I would want to hear everything. Gosh, that's really hard. And also, by the way, these would you rathers are really great opportunities to reflect on people that don't have the choice to make here. They don't have an option. They're one or the other of these things, and they've got to find a way around it in their lives. Do you prefer sunrises or sunsets? Oh gosh, I think it's sunsets for me. I do like sunrises. I like the mornings. I'm up very, very early, but I think I like sunsets. There's something about the colors and the intensity of it. But that's that's a difficult one. Do you prefer ice cream or sorbet? Anyone? Sorbet, definitely. Do you prefer board games or video games? Well, this is going to show my age, isn't it? I actually like video games. I was just playing last night with my two grandsons on Minecraft, and that was fun. W moves this way, S moves. Their hands are over the keyboard, and I'm like, dee, dee. But it was fun. But no, I prefer board games. I prefer board games any day. I'm not a great board game player. I don't know how to play chess, for example. I don't know. I mean, I could play checkers, but I think I prefer board games to video games. Just my thing. Okay. Do you prefer tea or coffee? Should be easy for you to guess what mine is, but what do you prefer, tea or coffee? Tea. Would you rather cook a meal or to order takeout? Oh, these are so revealing. I don't like cooking. I'm not a cooking person, but if I could find a place that made the meals that I really, really liked, then I would just order takeout all the time. But since I can't do that, and I like salads and I like things that are more healthy, I probably would say cooking. What about you? Okay, apples or mangoes? Mangoes. Even though they're impossible to peel, I would say mangoes. Would you rather go to a comedy show or a concert? Comedy show or concert? Definitely for me, it would be a concert. Do you prefer a pen or a pencil? Pen. Pen, definitely. I guess if you want to be able to erase your answers, you could actually prefer a pencil, but I prefer pen. Do you prefer sandals or sneakers? I don't wear either. I guess it's sneakers because I wear shoes like boots. Okay, let's see what. Would you rather go to a museum or an art gallery? This is, I don't know, what is your answer? Museum or art gallery? Mine is an art gallery. Now, I know museums are more intellectual and they're more like informational, but I prefer the spiritual, emotional feeling side of an art gallery. So I would choose an art gallery. Do you prefer texting or calling? Prefer. I prefer phone calls with my family, like the people that I'm really close to, but from just a convenience perspective, texting. And what I do is I talk into my phone. So I just set the microphone and I just talk. So I'm texting, but I'm talking. If that makes any difference. And when I answer your emails, by the way, like when I sit down in the morning and I read the comments from the videos, I do respond by using my text recording because it's just too much. I can't type on my phone and it's easier. Do you prefer to travel alone or in a group? Well, for me, I prefer traveling alone, but now that I'm getting older, I like to travel in a group as well. Just have the security of someone around me. Seriously, I mean this seriously. How about you? Group or solo? Oh my goodness, and we're almost getting to the end of the stack here. This has been kind of fun. I hope you've enjoyed this. I don't know whether anybody's still left here. Anybody still here? Would you rather go on a safari or a cruise? No doubt in my mind, it's not the safari, it is a cruise. I would do a cruise over anything. I love it. Do you prefer rain or snow? Rain. Would you rather have a big party or an intimate gathering? What about you? I think for me, I would want an intimate gathering, but not necessarily just 2 people, but like maybe 10. That's not a huge party. Do you prefer to watch movies on your computer or your TV, or go to the movies in a theater? I hardly ever go to the movies anymore outside the house, so I'd have to stay at home. Anywho, these are really, really fascinating, and I found with my grandkids, I get so much information from them, and it's such a great conversation. But did you enjoy this? Should we do it again? I've got lots more. Because I just think it's so nice to get to know each other a little bit. Maybe you could choose one of those questions that I asked you there and just why it resonated with you or why it was a good question for you. And let's have a conversation. Let's chat. Being a bit frivolous today, but I thought it'd be changed from our normal serious stuff that we do, or serious, semi-serious, and just have a little bit of fun together. Okay, everybody, take good care. Have a wonderful day.